Hi, I'm Birdie. Thank you for joining me for my newest astro forecast on the full moon in Virgo happening on March 7th. Where you will feel the effects of this full moon depends on which houses Virgo and Pisces fall in for you, and that is determined by your rising sign. So if you're watching this for your sun sign and it doesn't really resonate with you, then I highly encourage you to watch your rising sign. All right, join me as we get into the effects of the full moon in Virgo. Hello Aries rising, thank you for joining me in this video. Today we will be talking about the full moon in Virgo coming up on March 7th. This full moon is happening in your 6th house and in your 12th house. So in tarot, we use the High Priestess to represent the moon. This is the energy of intuition, inner wisdom, and spirituality. And we put the moon in your 6th house, as that is your Virgo house. It's the 6th sign away from your 1st house. So the moon here is opposing the sun. Full moons are oppositions. It's when the sun and the moon are on opposite sides of the earth. So the sun is over here in your 7th house. The 6th house is the house of work, daily routines, responsibilities, and service to others, as well as your personal health. The 12th house is the subconscious, or your spiritual self, or your spiritual mind. It is also sacrifice, solitude, and self-destruction. So when these are in opposition to each other, when the sun and the moon are in opposition during a full moon, it creates tension. It is a culmination of energies, so it's almost like something's about to burst. It is a pulling of a rubber band, that kind of energy that if you pull too far, it's just going to snap. So you're feeling a tension between the mundane daily routines of work and schedules and life, and the desire to be more spiritual or to delve into your subconscious mind, or even to just escape and get away from all the daily chaos that goes on. In addition to the sun over here in your 12th house, you also, well, everybody, we also have Mercury. Mercury is joining the sun in Pisces. Mercury is represented by the Magician, and this is the energy of manifestation, action, and communication. So Mercury is joining this Pisces party, bringing that energy of communication, of messaging, of learning, of gathering knowledge to this house of the subconscious mind, of spirituality, of sacrifice, and solitude. Now we also have the 12th house's home sign or ruling planet of Neptune. Neptune is the hanged man, and Neptune represents the energy of surrender, of letting go, and of spiritual growth. So when Neptune is in the 12th house, it's home. That means that the energy is easy and flowing and harmonious. So there's a lot of dreaminess and idealism going on here. And lastly, in that Pisces party, we have Saturn. Saturn is represented by the world. The world is completion, fulfillment, and harmony. And so we add that energy to this party, and there is a lot of planetary energy going on in this 12th house of sacrifice, solitude, subconscious mind, and also this is where we find addictions and self-destructive habits. Okay, there is this tension feeling between that and your work self, your responsibilities in life, and your ability to help others, to provide some service to other people. So what that's doing is really highlighting your sense of duty and responsibility and your personal health and well-being against this deep need for emotional and spiritual exploration. You're struggling to find this balance. This is very off balance. Look at all this energy over here versus just this little bit of moon energy over here. So there's a struggle for balance. You need to figure out what routines, work for you that can incorporate this need for spiritual growth and solitude. There's a tendency to focus on perfectionism and the minute details, which it could be hindering you, but you could use that energy to plan out a whole new daily routine, a whole new schedule for yourself that will work better for you. Now, alongside all of this energy, we have Uranus. Uranus is represented by the Fool. This is new beginnings, innocence, and spontaneity. And the Fool is over here in Taurus, in your second house. This is the house of values, of self-worth, of possessions, money, and tools. This is your financial situation. Uranus here, making a 60-degree angle to the sun, is bringing an opportunity. It's bringing unexpected changes to your spiritual and financial situation, and it's forcing you to need to adapt to these new circumstances and to find innovative ways to innovative solutions to this financial situation. This house of finances is the money that you create for yourself, or the resources that you create for yourself. This is helping to fuel this spiritual journey. Okay, the moon over here in the 6th house is also making an aspect to Uranus. This is 120 degrees away, so that's a trine, and that's bringing luck. What this is doing is really showing your desire for independence and freedom from these daily routines and your work life, and it's helping you to seek out new ways to express your individuality and to break free from these limiting patterns and these old beliefs and old ways of working and going about your daily routine that have been limiting your ability to grow in a spiritual way. Now we also have Venus. Venus is the Empress. This is the energy of abundance and nurturing and creativity. Venus is over here in your 1st house, Aries. This is creating an aspect to Mars. Mars is the Tower. This is the energy of crisis and upheaval for the purpose of revelation. Now, Mars is over here in Gemini, and these two are making an opportunity aspect as well. That's a 60-degree aspect. And what this is doing is creating opportunity for assertion and creative expression. You are feeling a surge of passion and inspiration, and that's going to fuel your artistic endeavors and your communication. You're going to be a lot more assertive in the way that you communicate and you express this creative self. Now, Venus is not alone over here in Aries. Venus has been joined by Jupiter. Jupiter is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the energy of cycles, changes, and destiny. With Jupiter over here in the 1st house, combining its energy with the energy of Venus, and they're both, when they combine, they intensify. This is amplifying your desire for social and personal growth. This is bringing you feelings of excitement and abundance in your personal and in your social life. Now, lastly, Aries, this Mars in Gemini is making a challenging aspect. It's 90 degrees away from Neptune here in Pisces in your 12th house. It's creating a square, which can be challenging, which can bring some conflict or some tension. And in this case, it is bringing confusion and uncertainty in your communication and decision making, especially in regards to this need for breaking free from your daily routine so that you can incorporate more spiritual growth into your life. This is really highlighting the struggle for clarity and focus, and so you need to take extra time to be very conscious of your interactions with others and prevent any kind of misunderstandings in your communications, especially with your coworkers or with your work daily life situation, and when it comes to your finances. Okay, Aries, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.